If you're tired of Sandman, Discard, or even Bayroad Death, I get it. This current season has been very frustrating for many of us. And from my own perspective, I've even went from rank 70 all the way down to rank 50. But the deck we're going to be using today, I haven't been seeing a lot of people talking about it during this season. And it actually got me all the way up to rank 86. What's going on, guys? If you're new to the channel, I'm SilencedReign. I do a lot of gaming content and decided to recently make this new channel for Marvel Snap because I've been actually enjoying it and playing it quite a bit rather than limiting me to the normal games that we play on my main channel. And if you want to check that channel out, I'll have that in the description. You can check that out. I do want to give credit where credit is due. I actually found this from Molt's channel. Now, rather than showing the highlights, we're going to play this from one match to the other because you're not going to win every single game. No deck is going to do that for you, unfortunately. But I wanted to do that just to kind of show you where it has its faults. Actually make some mistakes on my own, but it is what it is. But that way you can actually get a more realistic idea of what to expect. Any mistakes that I'm making, you can actually see that, how to actually fix that to where you don't have those same issues, and maybe see some different ways to interact with these cards that you probably wouldn't even think of. Also, comment down below what rank you're in and what decks are working for you right now. I'm gonna show you right here. Nice. All right. What do they play? We go first, so I'm not worried about him playing a Cosmo or anything right there. If we get Taskmaster, that should be game. I don't see anything he can do about that. I think we got this. Let's go ahead and snap. Pretty sure we got this one in the bag. Once you end up getting Shuri, Red Skull, and Taskmaster, it's very unlikely that you're not going to get a GG. Doesn't mean it won't happen. It could happen, but very unlikely. Nice. And now we'll actually get 32 from Taskmaster, so that's actually pretty good. And then, let's just throw a 0 over there. Why not? It don't hurt. Sometimes you need the extra power. All right. Nice. Yep, that's GG's. All right, so let's see what the location is. Not a bad location. Now, it's only going to be an issue if they're playing like a Patriot deck or something like that. But even still, what do I want to do here? You know what? I'm going to transform into one of the other locations. We'll go there. As much as I'd like to go to Gamma Lab, I need some protection for whenever we use our other lane. Even if we have to give them a lane, that's fine. I'd rather give them a lane than to give up armor. And what we can actually do now is let's take away that Wolverine. We'll go ahead and snap too. He's not going to like that. He's not going to like that. And that's the great thing about Polaris. Like if you run into an issue like this, like you can't play something in a lane, or you're playing something that has death, you take it away. Take it away from them. Don't let them play with their toys. Okay, nice. So none of us got that. So for Titania is an interesting one. So we can either 0 Titania if we want to get a little extra power, like towards the end or anything like that. We can also end up using it. I like to either use it when they have no cards there. That way I can guarantee it's going to fill up that slot. But a lot of people are smarter than that. They're not going to do that. So it's usually better to wait until they have 2 cards, because then you'll fill in that lane. That being said, we're going to go ahead and Shuri. Put Shuri right there. So I don't want to give him any ideas of where we're going to play at exactly. So like right now, we're probably not going to use Titania this game. I don't really use Titania that much. And let's go kind of in a tough spot here. Let's actually we'll do that. Actually, I don't want to play Lizard last. So this is a problem. You know what? We'll do that. Because we might end up even getting She-Hulk. If we can get She-Hulk, that'll be huge. All right, that's fine. Oh, that's game. Oh no 5s. That's annoying. So let's actually do that, and then we'll play play that there. Right? So like if he plays one card over here, which I'm pretty sure he's going to play at least one card, that Titania will come back. This is a little risky. And really, this is probably one that I should actually leave from. Probably just go ahead and retreat. Let's just see what happens though. Might turn out in our favor. Okay, so we're actually going to keep the Titania. Yeah, that's it. That's a GG. We lost. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so that's a really good location. So the reason I say that's a really good location, we want to make sure that, and that probably wasn't the best play, by the way, now that I think about it, unless we grab something that we can use to where we can make sure we can still utilize Cosmo, we're in trouble. And that doesn't help with Murder World either. So might have messed up here. And that's one thing you got to actually make sure you're, oh, that's perfect. Make sure you're kind of insightful of is that you're not going to end up wanting to use that 0 unless you have something that you want to throw with it. That was a misplay on my end. Huge misplay because now we just lost Titania too. It is what it is. We still might have a chance on this. That's fine. All right. Turn 4. Let's actually go ahead and we will Red Skull there. Yeah, that was a huge misplay. I was too busy talking and not paying attention to where I was throwing that card at. But it is what it is. It's not a big deal. Red Skull would have been a better play. But we also didn't know they were going to play Wave. Kind of hurts a bit, but is what it is. Actually, I think we got this now. This might actually play in our favor. Because we can Taskmaster. That'll copy our Red Skull. And then we can Arrow, which will actually pull everything over to that very right lane. Never mind. So we're going to save Arrow just for the end. Just to make sure we can kind of pull anything away that could be troublesome. Okay, so turn 6. Actually, let's do... He could Shang-Chi us. So let's do Sunspot. We'll do Shuri. That way, if he actually does Shang-Chi us, we're not worried about it. Yep, see? Shang-Chi. It's really the only thing I was really worried about there. Nice, nice. Yeah, that should be GG's. And then we'll play that right there. So you want to make sure that you're playing smart with that. Like, obviously, we knew there was a high chance we was going to play the Shang-Chi. Wasn't too worried about it because we had another turn to where we can actually bring up on Arrow. And we want to make sure that we still double up on Arrow just because they could end up playing more than one card. So that's another reason why I want the Lizard in that area also. Let's see what happens. You know what? We'll go ahead and snap too. I think we got this one in the bag. Unless they somehow cheese their way into throwing a lot of stuff out. I don't see that happening. It's probably going to be Hulk, She-Hulk, and something else. Yeah, that's GG's. Yep, She-Hulk. Yep. Easy peasy. All right, so looking like we're starting off with an Asgard. We'll go ahead and throw that there. Which we... Actually, Asgard would be really good for us just to ensure that we get all our combo pieces. We're really only missing like our Cosmo. Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil and he shall come. Oh, come back here. I'll throw you over there. We can still get a couple more pieces that we need though, like Taskmaster. Because Taskmaster will come in very handy for this. So let's make sure that we'll go ahead and Cosmo there. So that means that we're not going to want to throw any more cards there. Preferably, it'd be better if we had armor just to ensure our Sunspot's going to be safe. But it is what it is. And they're probably gonna win that one. So let's do Shuri. We already got our combo pieces, so it's not a big deal whether we lose that or win it. Go ahead and let them win it because that one's almost pretty much filled up now too. I ain't worried about that. We'll go ahead and snap back. Why not, right? All right. So a red skull, that'll bring us to 30. And then we just have to be careful, not as much careful, but more so mindful on where we're going to be playing at the end. If he has priority, we're good. Priority will help us out a lot just to ensure that we don't get Shang-Chi'd. Because really, even if they play arrow, it doesn't matter where our Taskmaster goes. We could also run into a Cosmo that would not be good either. But it's looking like a mixture of pretty much a, what is it? Yeah, I don't think they're gonna play. They might play Cosmo. Let's go. Where would they play something like that? Because looking more so like a death deck mixed in with some counters. With that Zabu, I'm not even going to actually second doubt the chance that they have a Shang-Chi. Oh, they're going first. Really shouldn't even be that worried about it. And then we can't throw it there. Oh well, we'll just throw our card. Oh, never mind. All right, so cards here can't be destroyed. It's actually really good. So long as they don't throw a Scarlet Witch or anything like that, we're in good shape with Wakanda. We got our Cosmo, we got our Shuri. Really, we could be fine with what we have right now and just grab Taskmaster. Because the arrow, we can actually double it up to 14. Not something they really expect most of the time. Now, if they throw another card over here with that Sunspot, I'm gonna go ahead and throw Titania, which they didn't. But now we're gonna go into our Cosmo. Okay, that's gonna destroy. Let's go right there. All right. So that now we're protected on our 2 lanes. Nice, we got our combo pieces. All right, so we'll go ahead, we'll throw it over here. Probably could be safer to throw here because sometimes people will actually throw Cosmos and stuff like that when they know there's not a lot of lanes. Like if you're already throwing one Cosmo, sometimes they'll throw another one. Not worried about that. They can have that location. All right, so you know what? Probably be a better play for us to actually just do this. Let's skip a turn. That could be problemsome. So I'm not gonna snap. And before we actually go with this turn, one thing I do want to say, make sure whenever you're snapping that you have a pretty much without a shadow of a doubt that you can win. This one, we could definitely lose. He could have an Infinite right here. Like, yeah, I get it. We actually are a little bit higher, but he could throw a card right here. He only has to win 1 lane. And more than likely, he's going to be shooting for this one. He's going to want to try to go for this one. I'm willing to sacrifice the 2 cubes because I don't think he's going to actually predict what we're doing. But at the same time, I'm not willing to actually snap on this. If we had Taskmaster, yes, I could see myself doing that. See, Infinite right there. Perfect example. Thankfully we had Cosmo, but perfect example.